Next up, at UFC Qatar, we have Jack Hermansson taking on Myktybek Orolbai. Jack Hermansson, 24-9 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5, and he is alternating wins and losses. Taking on Myktybek Orolbai, 14-2 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off a very quick submission win. It is important to point out here that Jack Hermansson is A, not young, and B, moving weight classes. Nothing says success like a 38-year-old moving down in weight by 15 pounds. But if we put all of that aside and we just look at him and his skill sets, he's a good striker. He comes forward. He's technical. He's busy. And he's a very, very good grappler. Wrestling is middle of the road, but the grappling is impressive on the ground. He is coming off that knockout loss to Gregory Rodriguez at UFC 317, which is likely what forced him to go down in weight. He's taking on Myktybek Orolbai, a nonstop caveman grappler. They unfroze him from a glacier. They threw him in a cage, and he has been having success. What'd you say?
Gonzagas.
in my quick picks.
You know where that's from?
No. Is that Encino Man?
Yep.
I talked about Encino Man in the quick video.
Gonzagas.
Yeah. I did Encino Man in the quick video, and then I said Myktybek was.
I'd look that up. Hold on.
Encino Man?
Yeah, because I was thinking about it the other day. So I looked up on Rotten Tomatoes, and let me just verify this. What do you think?
Yeah, dude, it's got to be like a 17% or something.
But I mean, it's such a good movie.
It's good for nostalgia reasons. If you watch Encino Man right now, you'd be like, "This is the worst movie I ever saw in my fucking life."
There's no way. Like the audience gave it a 56, which I guess makes sense. Dude, it's a fucking classic. It's a great, hilarious fucking movie. But yeah, the critics gave it literally a 17%.
Yeah. No, nice guess. No, that's how.
What about Mac and Me?
Dude, I had a debate. I had a debate with the neighbors at a party on Saturday about. Have you seen Happy Gilmore 2?
I watched part of it, maybe on the plane, or I watched part of it.
I liked it. I thought it was good, and most people were like, "Yeah, it wasn't bad," but I said Happy Gilmore and Happy Gilmore 2, those will hold up. The original Happy Gilmore didn't rely on 90s comedy to be funny, but Billy Madison did. If you have never seen Billy Madison and you don't have like a nostalgic whatever, if you watch that movie right now, you do not think it's funny.
Get those.
There's no way it holds up. There's no way Billy Madison holds up. There's no way. That's the nostalgia kicking in. That movie is not going to hold up. It won't.
I'm not even going to. I don't argue. I'm not even.
You don't need to. The live chat will do it. I've been batting 1,000. Myktybek Orolbai, busy wrestler, nonstop wrestler. He's going to come at you like he's looking for raw meat on the prairie, or whatever the hell cavemen did. I have no fucking clue. He is going to shoot takedown after takedown, nonstop wrestling pressure. He's got plenty of cardio, decent power. He's got a good chin. He's not knocking out a freaking caveman. And he can set a pace. The striking has been improving. It was never fantastic, but it's continuing to get better. And we have seen that he has some dog in him. He just smoked Tafik Musayev in that fight. I'm all over Myktybek Orolbai. I think if this was at 185 pounds, or if they were at their natural weight, we would have a different conversation. But it's not. It's Jack Hermansson going down 15 pounds late in life because he's been getting knocked out. Myktybek Orolbai is unknockoutable. He's a far better wrestler. He's not getting subbed while on top from a Jack Hermansson off his back. Myktybek Orolbai is the pick, and these odds should be far wider. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, this definitely feels like a submission or bust for Jack Hermansson. He's got those guillotines in the past. Maybe that's just kind of what he's going to be waiting on. And if he snatches up, he snatches up. But you can't really bet a guy on submission or bust. I did sprinkle on submission a little bit. It was like plus 1,400. I think it's back down to like plus 800, plus 900 or something like that. So little sprinkle there because Orolbai, he can get a little bit sloppy, can get tired as the fight goes on or whatever like that. But this guy, even Jack Hermansson, if you watch that fight versus Edmund Shabazian, And Edmund Shabazian's not. I mean, he like the worst thing he does is fucking grapple. That guy was like sweeping and out grappling Jack Hermansson in that fight. And it's like if you're getting fucking out grappled by Edmund Shabazian, it's like fucking, that type of
Yeah.
situation. So I know Jack's supposed to be this high level wrestler, this high level grappler. I don't know if you ever saw the tape of him and Chimaev going at it back and forth in their little wrestling match and stuff like that. And maybe he comes in, he has a good weight cut, he comes in big as shit, he's heavy, he's carrying the weight, and Orolbai can't get the takedowns. I mean, there's a world where that happens, where he just is able to make a nice little cut, and he's up, he's big, he's strong, and all of a sudden, he's a tough guy to wrestle, but it's a tough thing to bet on, I think. I think you got to trust Orolbai and his tenacious style, his wrestling, his striking, his toughness, all that type of stuff. But, we've said in the past, when you know that someone's tough, it's because they've kind of got the shit beat out of them, and sometimes that backfires. So I've honestly stayed away from it, but Saturday we'll bet. We'll be on Orolbai in some way.
I like Orolbai a lot here, and I understand he's moving up in weight. He is a 55-pounder. Jack Hermansson is an 85-pounder, so in theory there could be a tremendous size difference. But moving up to me is not as big of a deal. First of all, Myktybek fought at catchweight. He's fought at 160. He's a pretty big dude. Making weight hasn't been easy for him. Losing weight at 37 years old, losing 15 pounds. I will take the guy gaining 15 pounds, which is just not cutting as much weight. I'll take that guy over at 27 years old over the 37-year-old trying to lose an additional 15 pounds. That's just, and he's chinny to begin with. I love Myktybek Orolbai here. Like I'm very confident in Myktybek. $9,000 DraftKings fantasy. I think he gets the takedowns. I think he finds a finish as well. He's busy on top. He doesn't just hang out. So all over Myktybek. I understand people with the love for a very crafty veteran, a savvy grappler in Jack Hermansson, but I am squarely on the other side. You can check out every pick, every bet, every tool. WeWantPicks.com. It's freaking $10. It's not $100. $100 is actually the price for an entire year. You get a discount. 1 full year of every pick, every bet, every tool for the same price as 1 month from some others. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. Then we have the Hayabusa Black Friday sale. Check this out. If you use promo code WWP on the Hayabusa website, you will save 10% on your order. And if you care about high quality, no gi or gi boxing, if you hear about any of the training equipment they have, I'm getting a bag actually for the garage. Save 10%. Helps your boys out. Helps them out. Use promo code WWP.